Hi everyone, this is a little video on inoculating agar plates using cordyceps and Mycelium as an example. Agar is useful for confirming that you have a clean culture as well as for choosing the strongest characteristics of a culture. It can even be used to separate contamination. We'll be sure to make a video in the future on how to properly pour and sterilize agar plates. Right now, we like to use sterile swabs as well as our liquid culture syringes. Using the sterile swabs really ensures that you get a direct point of contact onto your plate, and it reduces your chances of contamination. A lot of people, and myself included when they first start, will use the syringe and directly squirt some of the liquid culture right onto the plate, but this will kind of cause a runny mess and it doesn't really work out too well in the end. But as you can see, I just squirted some of the culture directly right onto the swab and then just did a little dab right onto the plate. All you need is a tiny little bit, because in a square millimeter of area, there's millions and millions of spores. Once you're done swabbing your plates, you're going to want to wrap them up in either parafilm or grafting tape. Grafting tape is basically the same thing as parafilm. It just doesn't really have that name brand attached to it, but it works great and it's super cheap. Once your plates have some good growth on them, you can either transfer them to more agar to get some more rigorous growth and also to kind of weed out any contamination that might be hiding inside of the mycelium there, or you can transfer it to grain. Here, I'm going to transfer some cordyceps mycelium to a new agar plate. I'm just cutting little circles out of just like the strongest, healthiest sections of the plate that I can see. And this will just give the mycelium another fighting chance to get even stronger. So this here shows 5 days of growth versus 14 days of growth there. It's kind of crazy how fast it really grows. Transferring to grain is pretty easy. You can either do the same thing that I did with the agar and cut little circles out, or I like to just use pies. Transferring to grain is pretty easy. You either cut out some little rectangles or you can cut out pies and just drop them in there. These are the cordyceps that I did some transfers to agar earlier with, but I'm just going to throw them into the grain jar there. It's because they had some really strong mycelium and I wanted to see how well they would grow. You want to shake up the agar evenly amongst the grains, or else you'll kind of get uneven growth there, but it's not really a big deal. It's up to you. They should grow. Second group. A little tiny. All of this. I don't even know if it colonizes on rye or not. I would imagine it does, so we'll see.